Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I have an interesting question for today. So, the new Trump administration, the new Trump cabinet has 13 billionaires in it. So a lot of people say, well, that's good. They say maybe billionaires should be making decisions in how our government runs and et cetera, et cetera. They might think this because perhaps how do they get to be a billionaire unless they're super duper smart? Well, I would like to challenge that notion and say that they are not. Billionaires should not be in charge of us everyday Americans. They are the 0.001% of our country as far as wealth goes, but yet they own well over half of the wealth in America. And that's a problem right there. So let's think about, just for getting perspective, what $1 billion is. So say you are doing well in your job and you can somehow afford to save an unprecedented amount of money. You can save $100,000 a year. So I can save $100,000 a year in my job. I'm on top of my bills and everything. I got $100,000 left. So that's a really good salary. Even at that level, how long would it take you to save $1 billion at $100,000 per year? So that would take you 10,000 years. 10,000 years. Should I check my math on that? Let's see. What is $100,000 times 10,000?
It's $1 billion.
Yes, correct. So 10,000 years saving $100,000 per year gets you $1 billion. Now we have the richest man in the world who is worth $400 billion. $400 billion. So you should realize the obscene amount of money that is. You can't possibly spend that much money in a lifetime. The average worker in America earns in their entire lifetime about $2 million. $2 million in their entire life. So how long would it take you to save up $2 million if you made this much money in my example for $100,000 a year? Well, that would take you about 20 years. And you have $2 million. That's pretty good. Not 10,000 years for $1 billion. You just need to realize what kind of people would amass this much money without giving back to people. Why do I say about giving back? Well, you don't become a billionaire by worrying about other people. You become a billionaire by worrying about yourself. Yourself, number one, and nobody else. So say you own a company, own multiple companies even. Say you're the CEO of multiple companies and you were able to amass $1 billion. So what you've done is you have paid your workers as low as you could possibly pay them to maximize profits for your company, to give you and your shareholders billions of dollars, while your workers, while they still maybe get paid enough to live, they're getting shortchanged. They need to get paid more. I would say if a billionaire is a CEO of a company, he is not paying his workers enough money. They are the ones that are responsible for that company succeeding, not the CEO. The people who are working day in and day out, trying to make whatever it is that they make, do whatever it is that they do, those are the people that make the company work, not the CEO. So don't get it backwards. So these people are selfish. Now, put them in charge of something. Put them in charge of an organization as big as the government. What do you think they're going to do? You might think, oh, well, they've already got billions of dollars. They're not going to want to further enrich themselves. They can't be bribed. Well, I would challenge that notion, because anyone who's able to amass hundreds of billions of dollars in wealth is not done. They are never going to be done. My guess is one of these guys wants to be the first trillionaire. And this would be the perfect vehicle to get this person to $1 trillion. They can be in charge of contracts that send government money, taxpayer money, to their companies at obscene profits. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to try to funnel money from the taxpayer back into their pockets. That's what they are going to do. They're going to fleece the American taxpayer to make these billionaires more billions of dollars. So no, when someone says that billionaires are smart and should be running our country and making decisions in our lives, push back on that because that is complete BS. They're out of touch with the regular person, and they have no business. They don't know what we go through day in and day out. They have no business deciding what should and shouldn't be done to this country, because they're only going to do it. All they're going to do is send more dollar bills their way. All right, so that's my 2 cents. You guys have a great day. See you in the next one.